Hey, what's up with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, and boys and fingers. As always, we're talking noise everyone else between Nintendo Sony Free 2011 here, aka MannyTendoWolverine. You guys are wrestling Twitter, on the channel, on my Twitter, Instagram, BShoot, Brady, and Odyssey, remember on their social media platforms as you guys can think about. Anyways, I got a little bit extra news there. I was going to originally talk about this other news about how Cyberpunk 2077 is getting another class action lawsuit. Not the first time this happened in December, January last year, and again earlier this year in February. So it's probably like the fourth or fifth time this shit ends up happening, unfortunately. CD Projekt Red, man, I just can't catch a break now. I was just on the shit list big time. It's pretty fucking sad, to be honest with you. But anyways, I'll talk about that probably tomorrow in another video. I was going to talk about it today, but I saw the Sonic the Hedgehog news about some new announcement shit's going to be this week. At the same time, this new thing for Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is going to be another extra trailer for State of Play. I think there's going to be this week or next week. It's probably going to be next week because June is next week, and that's when all the E3 shit's supposed to be happening, and it's probably going to be fake virtual shit again. This is the pandemic, scamdemic, fake virus shit that's still happening, even though a lot more freaking states are just doing that. Oh, the mask states are not going to be mask mandated anymore if you get the poison, aka the dose, or the fake VAXX, which I'm never ever taken in my whole fucking life, even though regardless if it has all that 6G hydrogel nanotech black goo demon shit in it, regardless, I'm still not taking it because that's truly what I believe, because I want to make it to heaven, not burn now. Just my own personal opinion, though. Could be wrong in it, even if I am wrong, I still not trusting anything daddy government says. Fuck them, in my opinion. Anyways, as you can tell, I'm listening to some Breath of the Wild thing, even though it's Skyward Sword, but still Legend of Zelda regardless. Anyways, let's get on to the next one. So it says, Tendo Life, on the first one, talking about the track. Talking points, amiibo have always been physical DLC Skyward Sword. This HD is no different. This comes from, what's his name, Thomas Landert, I think that's what his name is? Oh, Thomas Whitehead. That occurred to him. And some extra news that I usually don't talk about, India and Delhi, I know the whole pandemic, scandemic, fake virus shit's happening over there, unfortunately. As you can tell, there's a video on BitChute, I'll leave it down below. They're fake actors, man. Nobody's really passing away from this fake virus. They're like laughing and smiling because they know they were fucking acting, that they pretended they got their life passed away because of the fake virus, or the cerveza bug. Anyways, they're convids. So, let's start. So it says, this week, Nintendo unveiled a particularly charming amiibo that ties into Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. It's arguably one of the most handsome figurines, yeah, obviously, because look at Zelda, there's so much, whether it's regular, like, safe for work fan art, or R34 or lewd fan art of her. And granted, I've seen a bunch of R34 for that chick, man. My personal opinion, the Smash Bros. Ultimate version of her, and the Hyrule Warriors, and the freaking, these are my three favorite designs of Zelda. Skyward Sword, Zelda's best beautiful waifu Zelda ever. Even though I think Minda's a billion times more, my personal opinion, is way more beautiful and attractive compared to Zelda. Minda, the human form more than the inform. The inform's cute, but she's not as hot. Just my personal opinion. And that was 11, 12 years ago when I tapped out to that chick way back in the day, freshman year of high school or college. So, let's move on. It's also caused a bit of storm on social media comments and section here on the site. And plenty of virality, I mean, when I say vitriol going around, I'm going to tell you so. The source of the argument is simple. Quality of life QOL feature will seemingly only be available by scanning the Christian man. Talked about the amiibos last week, how this coming this soon. Which became controversial, so let's continue. Rather than the single quality of life, I just read that. Only be available by scanning this particular amiibo rather than relying on the heading of the statue or jumping on a loft wing to transition from skies to the ground, vice versa. This figure will save you a little bit of time and hassle while allowing the transport at will. The reaction has certainly been quite tasty, varied viewpoints and understandable, but the passion behind many of these views have expressed and perhaps have been surprising. Oh, and before I do keep continuing, I was going to do this thing about how the Powerpuff Girls are going to be doing that all left, all right, like putting politics into their live action show. So I'm going to do a rant video on that in Cyberpunk 2077 tomorrow, how they're getting that lawsuit on them. So stay tuned to those videos tomorrow. So let's continue. Totally forgot to mention that at the beginning of this video. Dumbass for that, but let's continue. So, yeah, the passion made behind the stress behind many of the views expressed have been surprising. It's hard to disagree that it's naughty in this day and age to lock a feature behind a collectible figurine. Of course it is. It is extremely fucking sad, to be honest, but let's continue. Collectible figurine, but then the counterpoints is simple. This is what the amiibo does. Having noticed, the strange thing is that this not particularly close to Nintendo's most cynical application of NFC technology. In the earlier years of this range, I played this one before. Let's continue on. I played a lot of these. I don't know why it's on the same. All right, here we go. Da 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 da. In the earlier years, where the range entire game centered around figures, who remembers Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival? I remember those 2 years ago. And hard to find Wolf Link literally locked in a whole challenge dungeon in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I remember hearing about that too. That was a real big thing 2 years ago. I think last year, I don't know. Let's move on. If you couldn't get one of the bundle copies at the time, tough luck. The original Splatoon figurines that were needed to access specific challenges, missions, and related gear. So there have been examples on the wide on disc gameplay content has been locked behind scanning a toy. So I heard about the Samus ones too. I remember in the Samus one 2018, 2019 when it came out for the last 3DS they created. There was a paywall on that too for the freaking amiibo, which that was a bitch. I was extremely fucking pissed off about that. So this ain't the first time this happened, but let's move on. Perhaps some of the outrage is that the people that have forgotten about, partly forgotten about, fucking talk right. Let's move on. Now this is a role of the amiibo. The Switch era is the range that have been primarily used for the Super Smash Bros. And the figurines like those of Super Mario Odyssey, who gave ways to find extra help and hidden items. There we go. A lot of Amiibo figures have relatively little impact on the game, so that one missing out isn't necessarily a big deal. Soon gamers will collect them all, like this writer and himself, Nintendo likely said it. Only actually those put on the shelf, plenty won't buy it at all. So what's behind the continued antipathy? Hopefully I'm saying that right. And why has some of the reaction to Skyward Sword been so impassioned? We send a varied arguments, and some are valid. Other perspectives, as considering the precedent set by the new companies, full retail price for an HD remaster re-release is rather steep. That's true. I'll agree with that. They're overpricing it, unfortunately. Let's move on. You can add the price at the top of amiibo and things getting started. Others simply point out that they feel that the original design choice of traveling from save point is a good one. Improving it exclusively on add-ons isn't acceptable. We've seen the argument Nintendo gets free passes for high price and cynical products, and someone decided to draw a virtual line in the sand. For example, in terms of the price of the remaster, you can undoubtedly argue both ways. Nintendo's always aggressively defended the value of its products, which is a business attitude very prominent in Japan particularly. Not surprised. A lot of Japanese users are very serious when it comes to the whole business and finance shit out there. Extremely super serious, but let's move on. That said, porting a Wii game to the HD has certainly been much more work than numerous Wii U ports. Some of those Wii U re-releases have definitely been cheekily priced. Transitioning the SD era to the Wii era required some work and errors. A lot of effort, I'm not surprised. The antipathy, hopefully I'm saying it right. Antipathy, I don't know. Antipathy has some of the amiibos have been there from day one, simply as available aversion to the concept. Perhaps it's excellent, hopefully I'm saying this right, accidental. I don't even know how the fuck even say some of these words. Now, and the Toys to Life brand in town. Though there's a mix of the over-consuming apathy like Skylanders and Disney Infinity. I remember those that bit the dust, yet Nintendo range lives on. This is likely down to their appeals of collectibles. I'm not even shocked about that. They're collectibles. As much as the in-game content as the big end, also consistency produces inadequate stocks for the driving FOMO, as well as known weapons of many of the profitable companies. Yeah. It keeps going on further. You guys could go down and say overall thoughts. You think it's a sad Nintendo's going to screw over their customers with this? Because as a hardcore Nintendo fan myself, this is a little bit of a kick in the nuts. I know I'm probably never going to get these amiibos, but if I did, I'd be extremely pissed. I wouldn't be able to get my hands on it. So let's go into the Sonic the Hedgehog news here from Eurogamer. It's been a while since I've read from, not Eurogamer, Push Square. Alright. I'm actually putting some, I'm putting some of this old school music here. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog events this week promises And first new look in the project comes from beautiful, beautiful stuff, unfortunately, but it's just some Sonic, beautiful music. I love this shit. Robert Ramsey, gotta give credit to him. So it's a real quick one here. This week is suddenly starting to look very busy, isn't it? Fans of the Sonic Hedgehog series will be happy to hear that the Sonic Central event is taking place just a couple of days, Thursday, May 27th, in celebration of Sonic's 30th anniversary is an official live stream promises 2 days from now, not that far. First look at some upcoming projects, partnerships, and events, quote unquote. It begins at 9 p.m. So I'll be asleep. I'm probably going to wake up till 10 because I should start work that day, so I got to wait till 4 or 5 o'clock when I head back home to see it. To 12 p.m. PT in the US and in Europe. That's 5 p.m. BST and 6 p.m. CEST. We will, of course, be providing coverage of any relevant news here on Push Square. What are you hoping for to see Sonic series? Feel free to see some ridiculous expectation in the comment section below. Yeah, so thoughts, names, and opinions. I really hope to God it's a new, I don't know if it's going to be a remake, revamp, or maybe Sonic & Knuckles remastered, Sonic & Knuckles 4, and maybe Sonic Adventure 3 remake, reboot, remaster. That'd be really, really cool if there's a remaster for that, Sonic Adventure 3. Or Sonic Heroes Remastered. If not, that's a brand new Sonic game, 2022. There's brand new villains, maybe 7 Deadly Sin villains again, and they'll have maybe Metal Sonic have his own game, or what's it called? The one from Sonic 2006 with the psychic powers, not Blaze the Cap, but the other one. I forgot his fucking name. Oh, Silver the Hedgehog. Silver the Hedgehog, that'd be cool. They made his own game. It would be like 2006. That would suck, because Sonic 2006, one of the worst games, unfortunately. Extremely freaking sad, to be honest. Very, very sad. But anyways, so it says yeah, Delhi police raids Twitter, an Indian office that took it to rail. I'm not gonna be able to read this whole thing, so I'm just going to the first 2 minutes of it. You guys could look at the tweets on your own time. So this comes from Yahoo News. I'm not sure who wrote it. So it says New Delhi, India, May 24th. Hours ago, after seeing a notice on Twitter, manipulated media tags used a tweet. A legend of Congress that it took it against the central government. Team of Delhi police. This Twitter twist read drama news, I guess. It's carrying out the search at Twitter, the Twitter Indian offices in Landosera, Delhi, and Guragan. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Guragan. Further details also made into the matter are awaited. I thought there'd be a little bit more. There should have been more. Under this. I'll read a little bit of this. You guys can read the story continues after that. Earlier this year, Delhi police noticed unknown Twitter seeming an explanation for the microblogger set with sex rounds on the tag by his BJP. I don't know what that stands for. Probably something in Indian or Arabic. I don't know. Spokesperson Sadamit Patrat's tweet, if I'm saying that right, alleged Congress took a design to central government, like I just said. Delhi police asked Twitter to explain rationale and shared all the information described as a manipulated media. Wow. This is a bitch. Twitter has billions of dollars. They're okay for now. But they're going to get ran to the ground. Just like my boys over there. They love shitting on that like Yellow Flash conference TV. Those dudes love shitting on Twitter, which that's okay. They can shit in all they want. It's not my whole life. Usually I go to DeviantArt half the time, or maybe once in a while Tumblr. But other than that, that's it. That's all I guys say for now. I'm out of here. Links to the description box down below. If any people want to listen to the old thing and watch all the tweets and the videos, pretty fucking gruesome. So I'm not going to play the videos. So there's that. They just tackle mother efforts to the ground's bad. That's all I guys here for now. I'm out. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls. As always, I'll talk to you in the morning. I'll see you when I see you guys. If you have a night where universe out there, save more future content on this channel, new video game streams, and news, internet news, reaction videos, and of course, as always, Twitch drama news, Twitch news, and that's it. Take it easy. I'm out with Sauerkraut. See you guys soon. I'm out of here.